really nice outside. I hope you got outside a little bit. We're here for chair yoga today. We're going to do a little bit of balance work today, and then we'll do a good stretch. So I hope that you're ready to go. All right, let's sit first in our chair, bringing our feet right below your, let's start over. We're sitting here in our chair with our knees and our ankles right in line with each other. There we go. Now sit back just a little bit. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a big deep breath. Take that reset, right, so that I get all my words correct in my body parts. Good, big breath. Bringing your focus into this room for this next 30 minutes. And not worrying about all those things outside for now. Good. Let's open up those eyes, and we're going to bring our heels to the floor right here. Good. And we're going to bring our hands right here. We're going to rock forward and pull back with a stretch. Good. Rock it forward, push, and rock it back with a stretch. So anytime we rock forward and change our center of balance, we move forward, we move back, we challenge our balance, right? And we make it a little bit harder. So we're working balance muscles right here. Good. Let's do one more. Hold this one here. Good. Now let's take those hands, push them forward. Good. And pull them all the way back. Stretching through that chest. We just did a little bit of this, but we added that rock. Now we're taking the rock out. Push those shoulders forward. Good. And pull them back. This time I want you to go back. So push it forward, and then on the way back, bring your chest forward, and then push it back here. Push it back here with a push forward. Good. Hold it right there. Turn that music down just a little bit. You don't want to yell over it. Good. And now pull it back. One more time. Curl through the spine. Push. And we're still on those heels. Good. And then bring it all the way up. Now let's reach it forward the best that we can. Again, same thing. We challenge our balance when we take our center of gravity from the middle and bring it past that midpoint. Reaching for those feet. Maybe we're anchoring somewhere so that we don't topple forward. We don't need to do a somersault, right? Good. And then come all the way back up. All right. Now let's lift those feet. Lift those knees. We're going to come right up today, getting ready to work on our balance. And then we'll do a little more stretching at the end. Good. Let's lift that foot out, kick it forward, bring it back, bring it down. Just bringing some blood into those lower extremities so that when we stand up, we don't get dizzy. Good. Last one right here. There it is. All right. Let's put those feet on the floor. Let's come all the way up. And I want you to stand behind your chair, but I'm going to stand next to my chair so that you can see what I'm doing. Good. First thing is just really simple. So take a step back so we don't kick the chair. We're going to stand on one leg, and we're just going to swing one leg. Just give it a swing. Good. Notice even I have to hold the chair sometimes, right? So it's okay to hold that chair. It's a tool, right? It's not a crutch. It's just something that we need sometimes. Good. So swing that one leg. Good. Can you swing it and hold it back there? Hold it back there. Good. If you can, reach your free arm up. So I still want you to be able to hold the chair. If you can, reach that free arm up. Good. Now swing that leg forward. Keep your arm up if you can. Let's point and flex that toe. It's a lot of time on that one leg, isn't it? And then roll that ankle. And roll the other way. And put it down. Now march it out. Give those hips a wiggle and a shake. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. Now, if you feel more comfortable, well, you're behind your chair, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to stay right here. So let's take that other leg. We're swinging. Now, remember, you're step back so that you're not kicking your chair. I don't want you to kick your chair. Good. Swing it. I need to be able to grab my chair, though. Good. Swing that leg. We're squeezing through the buttocks. When we lift in the back, we're squeezing that buttock muscle. It's an important part of our balance system. All right. Hold it back there, hold it back there. Nice tall posture. Good. Beautiful. Now swing it forward if you can without touching the floor. Point and flex. And roll that ankle. and roll the other way. Good, and put that foot down and march it out. Good job. All right, so now you're still standing behind your chair. I'm standing here just so that you can see. We're gonna walk back one step. Chair's still there if we feel uncomfortable. We're gonna walk forward a step. We're gonna come up on our toes and come down and walk back a step, up on our toes and come back down. So forward step, up, down, backward step, up, down. You notice we're doing a tiny little pause there. Step, up, hold, down. Ooh, that was a bad one for me. Step it back, up, hold, and down one more time. Walk it forward, step, up on those toes, and down, and walk it back a step, and up on those toes, and come down. Good. Kick them out, march it out, wiggle if you gotta wiggle. Sometimes you know I gotta wiggle. Good. All right, very good. So let's bring ourselves so that you're close enough to the chair that you can get it. I keep forgetting the difference between I'm on the side and you're in the back, so sorry about that. So we're going to take one leg and I want you to tap it front, side, back, and in. Good. Front, side, back, step it in. Front, and I'm working just with that one leg. Back and in one more time. Front, side, back, and in. Now let's do the other side. Front, side, back, and in. Good. You got it. Front, side, back. Good. Do it one time without me saying what it is, because you know where to go. Good. One more time, because we did 4 on the other side. So we got to do 4 on this side or we'll be more crooked than where we started. All right, march it out. So we're going to make that a little bit harder. Good. So standing up nice and tall, chair is right in front of you. You adjust yourself how you need to be adjusted. We're going to take a step forward, a step side, a step back, and bring it in. Good. So now I'm shifting my weight. So shift your weight forward, shift your weight side, shift your weight back, and in. Good. Shift your weight forward, shift your weight side, shift your weight back, and in. One more time on this side. Shift your weight forward, shift your weight side, shift your weight back, and bring it in. Good, march it out. You ready for the other side? Here we go. So we shift our weight forward. Ooh, one side might be harder, right? Shift your weight side, shift your weight back, and in. Good. Forward, side, back, and in. 2 more. Forward, side, back, and in. 1 more. Forward, side, back, and in. Good. Now march it out. All right, I'm going to come behind my chair now too. So now we're all behind our chair. You're looking at me in the camera screen, or the TV screen, and I'm looking at you in the camera. So we're going to work those lateral muscles here. So we do this a lot because it's important, and we don't do this on a regular basis. So we're going to do some side steps. So when you reach a point where you can't reach your chair, I want you to go the other way, right? So when I can't reach my chair, I'm going to go the other way, and I'm side stepping. Good, working those lateral muscles. Now, if you could go out in your hallway and walk to the elevator or walk to the bistro, walking to the side, that would be awesome, right? But people would probably think we were a little cuckoo. So we probably wouldn't do that. But maybe in your hallway where there's not a lot of people, you could do it, right? Walk one way and walk the other way. Because you have that handrail right along the edge. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to make it harder. I want you to envision that I threw a shoe in your way and you had to step over that shoe. Good, step over the shoes. Good, step over the shoes. Good. This is like my house. My son leaves his size 12 shoes everywhere, up and over. I don't know how many shoes that child has, but they're always in my way. All right, up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Let's go back the other way. Up and over. Ooh, I hit my chair. Ouch. And last one. Now let's go back to those side steps. Good, side steps. We're working those lateral muscles. I bet they're getting a little tired, right? That's because we don't do this very often. I know, last one. Even I'm getting tired of it. Go the other way, finish where you started, finishing in the middle. Good. All right, now I'm coming back to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. So standing behind your chair, I want your hands close to the chair if you need it, and we're gonna lift to the side and lower. We're still working that side muscle here. Lift and lower. Now don't let that leg fall, be slow and controlled with it. Up and down, up and down, good. Now take a look at your toe. Your toe should be facing forward. All right, last one right here. Good. Now we're still going to work that outside leg, or whichever leg that you were just working. For me, it's my outside one. But this time I want you to turn your toes slightly in, and we're going to lift with the heel. Lift with the heel. Do you feel how it works a different muscle in the buttock, right? It works a little bit of a different muscle there. Lift, and I'm actually lifting from the heel, lifting sideways. If it hurts, please don't do this. Some of us had hip surgery. Some of us have crabby hips. So if this hurts, go back to where we were, to the toe forward, where it didn't hurt. All right, last one. Good, I need a wiggle, so let's march it out. We're still working that same leg. We're working those legs hard today. Turn your toe out now, and we're gonna kick up, working the toe. Good, see if you can let go of the chair even just momentarily, just a little bit. Right, just a little bit. Good, but grab on if you need it. And last one, good. Give it a wiggle. I'm going to come to the other side so that I can grab my chair because I need it too sometimes. All right, so working that. So you're still behind the chair so you can see the TV. We're lifting and lowering. I won't say that anymore. I know you get it. All right, lift and lower. Toes are forward. Toes are forward here, standing up nice and tall. Yeah. Try not to lift and drop it. Lift and slowly bring it back. 2 more. And last one. Good. Now turn the toe inward so that your heel is on the outside, and then we lift and lower from the heel. Now I'll tell you what, this is my crabby side. This is harder for me, right? I'm gonna have to hold on the whole time because it's not easy. It's hard for me to lift here. Good. So I'm gonna modify. I'm not gonna lift so high. See if that helps. That feels a little better. So I'm just gonna leave it there. If it still hurts, then I would stop, and that's what I want you to do too. If it hurts after you modify, then you don't do it. Last one, good. Give yourself a wiggle. Good, now turn that toe out, and then we lift and lower here. Lift and lower here. Good. Lift and lower. Good. Soft knee, don't lock out that standing leg. 2 more. And last one. Good. Oh, and then let's march it out. You know what? I need a back stretch. Do you? Let's do a quick back stretch here. So I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see, but you can stay where you are. We're going to walk it back, stretching through those hips. So I want you to stretch back. Big, big stretch. Keep that happy dog tail. So really stretch that tailbone out. Don't tuck it. Sad dogs can't wag their tails, right? So you are a happy dog, so you can wag that tail just that little bit. Good. Stretch it out. Bring those ears right between your arms. Bend your elbows if you need to. Breathe. Boy, I feel those hips. We did a lot with those hips just in 10 minutes, didn't we? One more breath here. Good. And then let's bring it up, walk it up. All right, so still standing behind your chair. We worked on these a little bit last week, and I keep forgetting that's something that I want to do every time. So let's take one foot in front of the other. So it's a tandem stance is what it's called. And it's unstable because we don't have a good solid base, right? So everything's right in the middle. So if you have to, because this is too hard, you could step forward a little bit. You could step a little bit to the side, but don't turn that back foot because that makes it super stable, and then I'm not getting the benefit that I want to get. So however you need to stand, maybe a little forward, a little to the side, but we're still trying to keep those feet as close to tandem as possible. Good, now we're holding onto the chair, and we're gonna come up on the toes and come down. Good, come up on the toes and come down. This is harder, isn't it? I think so. Up and down. We'll get to the really super hard part here in a second. All right, last one right here. Hold it up there, hold it up there. Here's that super hard part. Turn your torso to one side. So look over your shoulder. Can you do it without holding on to the chair? I can't, it's hard. Let's see, can we turn the other way? I can let go just a moment, and then I'm shaking like a leaf. Let's bring it all the way down. Let's march it out. We'll stretch those calf muscles here right away after we're done. So let's do the other side first. So same thing, tandem stance, the other foot's in the front. If you need to, a little side step, a little front step, but don't turn your back foot because that's cheating. All right, so here we go. Up and down on those toes. Up and down on those toes. I know I have to hold on to, it's okay. It's okay. We're still working balance muscles even when we hold on to the chair, right? All right. Last one right here, let's hold it up nice and tall. Turn and look over one shoulder if you can. Hold on to that chair. Maybe you can let go momentarily. Bring it back to the center. See if you can turn to the other side. This is why I wanted to do this, because it's hard, right? We should be able to do this. Bring that head back to the center, bring it all the way down. Good, all right. So I'm gonna turn towards my chair so that I can hold it. We're gonna stretch out those calf muscles. So let's bring up our toes, come up on those toes just a little bit, and then rock back on those heels. Notice I'm sticking the backside back, lifting those toes, bringing the chest front. I'm gonna tap one toe to the floor and lift it, tap the other toe to the floor and lift. Toe, tap, lift. Toe, tap, lift. You got it. All right, now lift both toes, lean a little bit more forward if you can. Can you lift the toes just a little bit more? Ooh, I know that's a lot, right? Good, now let's bring it back. Let's kick that foot to the back side, kick it to the back side. There, you got it. All right, I'm gonna turn my chair back to the center. Let's go ahead and have a seat, but we're gonna work a little bit more balanced seated. So a big part of our balance is our eyes and how our eyes work in conjunction with the positioning of our body. Some of us have macular degeneration or color changes in our eyes, so we don't see colors the same anymore. But it's still important to work the eyes so that they help with balance. So I want you to bring your hands right here like they're blinders, one on each side. And we've done this before, and we're just gonna look side to side just with our eyes, but not move your head. And I want you to go as fast as you can and be comfortable. Now some of us, this may make us dizzy and we might wanna stop, but do the best you can. We're looking side to side. All right, last one for me. Let's go ahead and blink a little bit. Good, now put your hands one on top, one on the bottom. Good, now we're gonna keep our eyes, keep our head right in the center, but we're gonna look with our eyes up and down as fast as you can and be comfortable. Good, some of us it'll make us dizzy, so I want you to stop if it makes you dizzy. Just moving your eyes, try not to move your head. All right, and bring it right back to the center. Let's blink a little bit. Ooh, and the world started spinning, right? Okay, very good. So last one, I want you to bring your disco fingers, I call these disco fingers, one finger up, one finger down, like we're doing the disco, right? All right, there you go. So one finger up, one down, and now we're gonna go on a diagonal. So we look down at the finger, up at the finger, but we don't move our head. Down and up, down and up. Good, don't move your head. It's hard if you want to move your head, I know it. Just move those eyes. as fast as you can comfortably. For me, this is a slower movement. All right, bring it all the way to the center. Bring your fingers right to your nose. Look at your fingers. Good, now let's open it up. Good, now same thing, keep your head front and we're just looking with the eyes side to side. Okay, don't move your head, don't turn your head, we're looking with the eyes. And for some of us, you maybe can't see your fingers, but you know they're there, so pretend you can see them. Just lift and lower those eyes on a diagonal. All right, last one. Let's bring those fingers both to your nose. Look at your fingers on your nose. Blink a bunch of times. Let's open it up. Good. Good job. All right, so that ends the balance portion of our class for today. So let's get some stretching in before we finish. So sit back in that chair. Let's lift one leg up as high as you can. Just because I can lift my leg up here is good for me, right? But you do what's good for you. All right, so I want you to bring that 1 foot forward. Back is on the chair, so your back is on your chair. You scoot it forward just a little bit, and we're going to push that heel forward, feeling that stretch in that calf muscle just a little bit more. Good. Now, if you can, turn your leg ever so slightly, bringing it just a little bit so the toe is to the outside. Let's point it and flex it right here. Good. You could be way down here, so if your leg doesn't lift as high as mine, don't worry about that. And then turn it right here with the toe inward, point and flex. Ooh, I feel that in that crabby hip. Good. Bring it right back to the center and hug it in. Breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Ooh, sorry. Push that chest forward. Push your chest forward. You know, there's just so much in my brain that needs oxygen. It makes me yawn. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, here we go. Bring that other leg up to where you're comfortable. Push that heel away. Good, get that nice stretch. Your back is still on the chair. Please do not do this without your back supported. It's not good for you. Turn your toe a little bit to the outside, point and flex. Good, turn that toe a little bit to the inside, point and flex. Feel it in that hip a little bit. Good, bring it to the center, and then let's hug that leg in. Push that chest forward. And let's bring those feet to the floor. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring those feet out wide. And we're going to anchor right here on our thighs. Good. For those of you that have had recent surgeries on your eyes, I want you to keep your head lifted. So we're going to stretch our chest forward. We're going to reach one arm out like you're saying stop. For those of you that can and are comfortable, we're going to bring our hands down towards the floor. Maybe we have a block or a pillow handy, and we're going to use that. Now I want you to relax your belly, push your belly through those legs. See how that's going to allow you to come down a little bit further. And we're stretching through that lower back. Let the head hang. Good. Can you walk your hands back a little bit? Feel how that lets you stretch a little bit in the upper part of the shoulder. Good. And then you can bring your pillow with you if you need to. Walk them forward and stretch it forward. Good. Notice that in this position, you can push that tailbone back just a little bit more. And then you're saying, oh my gosh, how will I ever get up, right? So let's bring those arms. We're going to inhale and lift those arms right to the thighs, pausing right in the middle, taking a breath right here. Good. Now let's curl. Curl through your spine, tuck your chin. And then exhale, bring your head up, chest up. Little cat and cow in a forward position here. Curl for that cat pose. And then exhale and sway that back. Good, let's come all the way up. Let's walk those feet all the way in. And let's rock those toes a little bit. So one toe up, one heel up. preferably in opposite feet, right? Because otherwise your foot's off the floor. There we go. All right. Now let's put those feet on the floor and sit up nice and tall. And when I say sit up tall, we want our hip, our shoulder, and our ears right in line with each other. We're going to turn our head to one side, bringing our chin towards your shoulder. And bring the head up and bring it back to the center. Turn your head the opposite direction. And bring your chin down towards your shoulder. And bring the head up, bring it back to the center, keeping your shoulders lifted. We're going to bring that chin down towards your chest. One more breath here. Good. Let's bring it all the way up. Let's bring those arms out. We're going to bring those hands right up to the back of your head. Push your head into your hands, stretching open. If you can't do this, you could be fingers on the shoulders. That's fine. Or hands on the hips. Everything is just open through the chest. So whatever works better for you. Good. Let's rock to one side and hold it. Try to stretch from wherever your arm is. So if it's here, we're really stretching up through the arm, up through the arm, up through the arm. Good. Come on over, other side. And bring it all the way to the center. Now let's tuck your chin. Bring those elbows down, but I'm not pulling, not tugging. I'm just looking down. Let's let those hands go. Good. Let's shrug those shoulders like you're saying, I don't know what's for dinner. But with the dining room open, it's probably something good, right? And roll those shoulders. I haven't heard any reports about clubhouse dining. You'll have to tell me how that is. I've heard the dining room has been good. All right, now. All right, let's reach it back. Big stretch. Good. Reach it forward and curl. Good. One more time. Reach it back. Big stretch. Push that chest forward. Let that pelvis rock forward. Big breath in. Exhale, curl through that spine, reach it out. Good. And then let's come all the way up. Let's roll those shoulders back. Big, exaggerated roll. Ah, that feels good. Now let's take those hands. We're going to bring so that the palms are back. So we roll the shoulder in and then roll that shoulder out. Palms are forward. And let's just do that a couple of times. Forward and back and forward. Good. And then give those arms a shake and a wiggle. Let's scoot our tail feathers into the edge of that chair, the back of that chair. If you had a hole, you're trying to scoot them through that hole. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's lean back into that chair, closing your eyes just for that moment to meditate. And if you would like to meditate longer than about a minute, go ahead and turn the TV off right now and you can do some meditation all on your own. Just nice big deep breaths. For those of you that are with me, we're breathing into our bellies, relaxing our bodies, softening through our bodies, letting those muscles just go. Let's open up those eyes. Take a big deep breath. Inhale and bring those hands to prayer. Those prayer hands come to your heart and your head comes to your hands, combining grace, compassion, and wisdom, three wonderful gifts from God. Thank you so much for joining me in a balance yoga class today. I hope that you feel better balanced and ready for a fabulous day. Namaste.